this on?
We can save the tiger. We can save the world.
In order for the tiger to survive, it needs clean, clear skies,
Pristine lakes and rivers.
wide open spaces, plentiful prey animals,
And most importantly, it needs you.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling, the WrestleMania 36 preview show. That's what it's really about, not Raw. Fuck
No.
Raw. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano.
We are wearing our new podcast shirts.
Yep.
Available on ProWrestlingTees.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. I finally have a pizza one, which Eric could see personally if he, wasn't confined.
Yes.
Quarantined, if you will.
Yes.
No, he's not sick. He's just concerned.
Oh, okay.
As we all are.
Right.
So we are going to hammer out Raw real quick because we're going to get into some predictions.
Mm-hmm.
We have no idea. Yep. We have no idea what the hell we're going to see this weekend. 2 nights of who the fuck knows.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what's been taped. We don't know who's showing up. We don't know which of these matches are even going to happen. I think there's a 30% chance we don't see shit this weekend. And they just cancel the whole thing. I mean, how could Vince have a WrestleMania without his top guy, Roman Reigns? I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do any of this. Can you really have Goldberg close WrestleMania with a win? Guys, they've already announced that match. Or just flip it. Have Drew beat Lesnar to close WrestleMania.
Right.
Give me something different.
Right.
Anything. Mm-hmm. You want to have maybe Becky Lynch and Shayna and Rousey interferes to close WrestleMania? Fine. I'd be okay with that too. Just don't close WrestleMania with a 3-minute or less win of Goldberg over Strowman or whoever the hell they're going to throw in there at the last minute.
Yeah.
As Roman has already confirmed. He's out.
Well, okay, so
Possibly.
he's confirmed he's out.
I don't know.
WWE has not.
No.
They waited till later. Raw aired after he posted that video, and they still didn't mention it.
They still didn't mention it.
What are the odds that SmackDown comes and they still are promoting that match?
70%. They knew before. Hold on. Not only forget his tweet. They knew he's not coming.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy had leukemia like a year ago. Mm-hmm. And it was his second time having it. Like, it's clear as day he can't be around the public. Anybody with any kind of compromised immune system should not be going out in public. That much. That's like the only thing we know about this. Mm-hmm. It's not killing old people. Older people have a worse immune system than younger people. That's just science. So, I mean, there's no way he could have. I mentioned this a couple weeks ago. And it was like, yeah, I guess. But no, of course not. So we know he's not coming. They know he's not coming. That's what makes me believe maybe there's a chance this whole thing gets scrapped. Like Roman couldn't make it. This is unprecedented. So we're going to cancel the whole show. We're going to try to make it up in a couple of months. And for now, we're going to just show you a couple of shitty matches.
No, Joe,
Here's Alistair Black.
The problem is you're thinking logically.
Yeah.
But who runs the company?
Oh, God.
Poison
runs the company. He's always throwing a lethal dose out.
That's tremendous.
Hang
on a second.
There it is.
I just had an epiphany. I'm a genius.
He's a genius.
That
We
was
should
just-
have the show at an empty stadium pre-recorded.
That was his epiphany. He's a genius.
I don't know why. Every other sport gets it. We're just not going to do anything. Everyone's on a timeout. Give your wrestlers a much needed, after 50 years, a much needed just vacation with your families. Shut it down. We would all understand. I'm watching Lesnar and Rey Mysterio last night, actually watching it because I have nothing else to do. I'm like, oh yeah, let me see how Rey gets some punches in. I think maybe Dominic shows up. There's a fun little whatever shitty match. Whatever. Show us whatever. I'm sitting on YouTube most of my bored day anyway, watching wrestling clips or on Instagram. Might as well put it on WWE television. Hey, right. Remember when DX got together? Yes, I try to look it up every day. We're going to show you that whole segment. I would watch that.
Sure.
The ratings would be decent for that. Show us Stone Cold beating Shawn Michaels with Mike Tyson. Show us these matches.
Well, the ratings were pretty horrible this week for Raw.
Sure, because we know it's garbage.
1.9 million.
It's replays and shit.
Apparently, it was the lowest third hour ever, including holidays.
Ever?
Yeah.
Like even like first episode ever?
The third hour was 1.6 million.
Oh my god.
So it's not good, and that's for the
hold
go-home
on.
show of WrestleMania, the go-home Raw.
Yeah. We have that right now, 1.6 right now. This podcast
Wow.
had that this
That's
week.
unbelievable.
So, wow. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, that's really, really bad. So quick review of Raw. We'll get to
they had
some
a lot.
stuff.
There was a lot of stuff. Or really, not matches, but there was a ton of promos on Raw.
I guess we'll tell you, man. There's only one or two good. The rest are... Ugh.
Yeah, but we do have one new patron who signed up. And so we want to thank him right now. So thank you to Kim Long. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Got it.
You got it?
Got it. You always-
Kim Long, yes.
Okay.
That's his full name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So thank you to that person.
Yeah.
Kim Long.
Right.
And
you know how great this podcast is?
Yeah.
It's so fucking great.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, go to patreon.com/what's wrong with wrestling, sign up. It's the only way to get our WrestleMania recap. And you know you're going to want to watch or listen to that.
Sure.
Because you know this year's WrestleMania is going to be fucking insane.
Duh.
Yeah.
Or horrible.
Well, that's what I meant.
Horribly.
Insanely horrible.
Horrible.
Yeah.
One of those.
All right, so Raw starts with an Undertaker promo.
Here he goes.
Taker calls AJ Styles by his real name, Alan Jones.
No.
Since AJ called him
Why?
Mark Calloway.
Why?
Once the Undertaker's real name is given, all bets are off.
Sure, but why? It's a fucking TV show. Stop it.
Alan Jones. And then he said, and then what's
Ross
funny?
Geller, hold on, David Schwimmer.
Yeah.
You're not really my friend.
No, stop it. It's
Well,
a freaking TV
what's funny
show.
is he's Mark Calloway now.
Okay.
He's Alan Jones now.
Yeah.
But his wife is Michelle McCool.
Michelle McCool. That's right.
So it's still her fake name.
What is her real name?
He said Michelle McCool on Raw this week.
What do you mean? Like that's her real name?
No. But I'm just saying, like,
Oh, no, he said
He
it-
mentioned her
For
fake
sure.
wrestling name.
Michelle Lee Calloway. Let's see when she was born. Birth name, Michelle McCool.
Yeah, no, okay, no.
That's what Wikipedia says.
Sure it does. Then someone just hacked it.
Someone just now?
Yeah.
Oh, she's married to Jason Alexander from Seinfeld. Oh, Jeremy Alexander.
It really says
Birth name, Michelle McCool.
There's no way that's real. No way. People are stupid sometimes. I don't believe it.
That's awesome. I'm just glad it says it.
Yeah.
I'm believing it until proven different. McCool. Such a cool name. I wish my name was McCool.
No, that's fucking stupid.
Okay.
If you have to name yourself cool, you're not cool.
I mean, AJ Styles is cool. Styles.
This is wrestling. You're talking about real name.
Oh, no, I meant wrestling.
But no, I did think this was, Taker's best promo in years because it was more real. It wasn't him just
I'll give you that.
going like, I'm gonna take your soul and dig a hole and bury your shit. So here we go. Take a listen.
You said maybe 10, 15 years ago, you probably wouldn't want to try me. You damn right you wouldn't want to. You were content being a big fish in a little pond because you knew back then you didn't have what it takes to hang with The Undertaker, Stone Cold, The Rock, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Kurt Angle, Mick Foley, Eddie Guerrero, Booker T, Edge, the very best this business had to offer. The phenomenal one, my ass. You waited till they were all gone. Except for me.
Damn, I guess all the superstars that are around now are all pieces of shit.
Yeah. Sure. Well, they've beaten him. He's not going to mention Lesnar, Reigns.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't mention those guys.
He's like, AJ, you couldn't hang back then, but now, there's everyone here is pretty much trash. But obviously you can't compare them to Stone Cold and The Rock and all those names that he mentioned pretty much.
Yeah.
So he says, I get it. It's just business, but you crossed the line when you mentioned my wife, Michelle McCool.
My wife.
I think you're mad because she does the Faith Breaker, a.k.a. the Styles Clash, better than you. She got it over. She got it over? That's a little weird.
But did
But
she?
again, you're using kayfabe terminology.
Right.
She got it over.
Yeah.
He says you're going to pay for that in a boneyard match at WrestleMania. Try me, I'll make you famous. Which I always liked that line when he was American Badass. I'll make you
Does that
famous.
mean he's the American Badass?
Well, wasn't he in this promo?
I would say it's 55% American Badass, the odds right now.
I would say it's like 80%.
Oh, really?
He's American Badass.
Yeah.
I think for sure. This whole fight is being built as, no, this is a real fight. All those other WrestleMania matches, those are all fake, but this one's real.
So he's really not American Badass or the Undertaker. He's Mark
Calloway.
He's going to come out as Mark Calloway.
I mean, I don't think he'll come in a motorcycle unless they show up to the fucking graveyard.
For sure. 99%.
So will he teleport or will he show up in a motorcycle?
He'll teleport in a motorcycle.
Oh my God.
Lightning, motorcycle,
Yeah.
boneyard. 3 minutes later, all three guys are laying on the ground.
AJ Styles versus Lightning. Boom.
He never had a chance.
Yeah. If you've seen our Brothers of Bash videos, I forgot who, I think it was when Taker was fighting Bray Wyatt. I was like, he's, because that year Taker didn't show up until WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So it was like Bray Wyatt versus Lightning. He's going to get hit with a bunch of lightning bolts. The last one sticks on him, pins him 1, 2, 3. Lightning bolt wins.
That's good.
So maybe that'll happen again.
Lightning bolt wins.
So yeah, Taker does his rest in peace line, and then a tombstone with AJ Styles' name appears behind him, and it says 1977 to 2020. So he dies. He dies this Saturday or Sunday, whichever fucking night they're
Too
on.
soon, Taker. Too soon.
Yeah, and then this was really interesting, and they did this throughout the whole night. Afterwards, Byron Saxton says to order WrestleMania on cable or satellite, which they have not done,
No.
since the network's been out.
They know what's going on.
And yeah, the reason why they're saying that is because they know now that's the only way to make money for WrestleMania, because it's free on the network for new subscribers.
Right.
They're not making any ticket revenue because, I hope we're getting refunded for those tickets. I think we are.
We still haven't yet, by the way.
No, we have not.
yeah.
But I think we are. But no, that's the only way for them to make any money now is it's like this, just for this pay-per-view. They hope people order it on pay-per-view,
Yeah, right. Giving it away every year. How are they making? They just make their attendance money, I guess, or hope that people keep the network after.
Right.
But man.
But it's funny that they mentioned that first. And they're like, oh, you could also get on the network, if you want, I guess. Whatever. They're not pushing the network as hard anymore.
We're about to sell all this to ESPN
Yeah,
anyway,
exactly,
so we just
right?
want the quick buy rate.
Yeah. So earlier today, we see Becky Lynch show up to Raw in her semi-truck again because she's so cool.
Yeah.
She's just so cool.
So cool. I hate this truck.
Stone Cold's the only one that could pull that shit off.
And he's the only one that's ever tried. I think once maybe The Rock showed up in a truck, maybe once.
Showed up in a big truck, but it wasn't a semi-truck, was it?
A semi. Even Stone Cold's like, that's too big for me. I would do something that dumb.
Yeah, I remember Hogan tried to murder The Rock with a semi-truck. Remember that? That was 2 weeks before Mania, and then Mania happens, and they hug. They're best friends. You tried to murder me 2 weeks ago, Hogan.
Yeah.
You asshole. Sorry, brother. Sorry, brother. I'm not black and white anymore. Look, I'm yellow and red. I'm cool now. Okay. So then Becky Lynch cuts a promo on the stage.
Yeah.
She says, last year, I faced 2 champions in the main event of WrestleMania. Let's take a look. And we go to the fucking video.
Whole match.
We watch the entire match, including the entrances.
2 commercial breaks.
At first, I was like, oh, we're going to watch highlights. And then you see Joan Jett. Why are we watching Joan? Oh, shit.
Yep.
We're getting the whole thing.
The whole effing show.
And I remember this match being disappointing in person. We were there. And it was just as bad on TV.
Remember when Charlotte came in a helicopter?
Yes.
And then we saw it on the video and we looked up. We're like, no helicopter.
Right.
Guess that didn't happen tonight. Clearly filmed a week ago.
Yeah. So yeah, it just wasn't a good match. They had a botched table spot towards the end, and then Cole yelled, "Charlotte driven through the table," even though It didn't happen.
No, sir.
She was not driven through the table.
No, sir.
And Cole said it happened.
Fix that. Fix that.
Fix it, exactly.
Or you can edit this.
Yeah.
You've done it many times.
Right. Who are you fooling? Even little kids be like, no, that didn't, no,
Yeah.
she didn't, no.
You've edited so many things, like that one time that beat Shawn Michaels and Triple H at WrestleMania.
Oh,
20.
man. And then Eddie Guerrero came and hugged his best friend. Yeah.
That was a weird sound.
I don't know what that was.
I
don't know what that was.
All right.
No, so of course, it ended with a botched roll-up. Becky wins both belts. 40 minutes later, Becky's still standing on the stage.
Poor thing.
Makes her look stupid.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, it's the first time I watched that back.
It should have come back. No, shut the truck. It's been 40 minutes. Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, so you saw that match?
Right.
Yeah.
Here's how it really went down since this was a taped show. She's like, let's take a look. Well, that was the first time I watched that match back. Crazy match. Wow, unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
And then she addresses Shayna, saying, maybe for once you'll steal Ronda's spotlight, or maybe you'll be put back in Ronda's shadow. And then Shayna comes from behind, but she really just rises up like she's doing a Keith Lee impression, like coming from behind Becky.
Yeah.
And she puts her in the Kirifuda clutch, then grabs Becky's legs and swings her into the announce table. She picks up the Raw Women's Championship and then drops it on Becky's dead body. So,
Yeah.
there you go.
Right.
But next up, we have Alistair Black versus Jason Cade.
Who are you?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Swerve Scott.
No, it was not.
What?
No,
That was not Swerve Scott.
that was not.
Come on. It was Swerve Scott.
That was Jason Cade.
They called him Jason Cade. It was Swerve
It
Scott.
was not Swerve Scott.
You sure?
I'm definitely sure. Yes.
Who's Jason Cade?
I don't know.
Who are you?
We don't know.
We don't know.
I asked the guy. He usually knows. So Black trips Cade and sits down like he always does.
Yeah.
And then the jobber sees Black sitting down and shits his pants.
Right.
Oh my God! What's he doing? What's he doing? The ref's like, "It's what he does, asshole."
He's sitting.
He's sitting down. Why
Attack
is that?
him, you asshole.
Why is sitting down scary?
Yeah.
Hey Joe, watch this.
No!
Yeah,
Oh, fuck. I thought you were going to, sit down.
I am sitting
Yeah.
down. Yeah,
God, that's scary.
yeah.
Woo.
So obviously, Black Mass for the win.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Horrible match.
Yeah, it was like a minute long.
He was, waiting for the move. He's like, come on.
yeah,
Hit me. And then
me.
he hits him, and then he dies.
yeah. With currently no NBA, NHL, or MLB, you might think there's nothing to bet on. Well, you'd be wrong. Our exclusive partner, BetOnline, still has hundreds of sports, events, and games to wager on, or let them bring Vegas to you with their online casino and blackjack. All open 24 hours a day and all online, including their $750,000 poker series. So if you're into props and entertainment betting, you can still bet on Survivor, Big Brother, American Idol, stock prices, and even the weather. Visit the website or use your mobile device and join today to receive a 100% welcome bonus with your first deposit. Be sure to use our promo code CLNS50. BetOnline.ag, your online wagering experts. Next up, we have Kevin Owens and the Street Profits versus Seth Rollins, Angel Garza, and Andrade. However, before that, Zelina Vega comes out and says Andrade suffered a serious injury to his ribs and is medically unable to compete. And rumor has it that's what actually happened. He's not sick or anything, but he is out of Mania. Instead, Vega says she's brought up a new superstar from NXT to Raw, and it's Austin Theory, who just lost on NXT.
Just lost. They're really pushing this guy for some reason. And,
Yeah.
it's weird that just random guy that she grabs.
But again, this is another situation where it's like, what does Austin Theory have to do with Angel Garza?
Andrade's
Vega?
out. We need someone to go out there. Well, how about you grab... Hey, you! Come here. What's your name, son? Tom. What's your fake name, son? Austin Theory. All right, you're the new partner. Get on stage.
Well, you're here, so Get out there.
Those that actually remain that don't have lives outside of WWE,
Yeah.
they're getting pushed.
You know what the big rumor was? That Zelina Vega didn't even know who was coming out. It was literally like that last minute of a decision by Vince. Like basically what you just said.
But this wasn't live, right?
I'm just kidding.
Oh. I was like, for a minute, I'm like, yeah, maybe.
Like all that happened, Vince was like, "Get the fuck out there!"
Yeah.
They almost hit the wrong music.
Triple H is fucking taking off his tie. I don't see anyone.
We already have enough part timers this year.
Yeah, why isn't Triple H in this? You know he's there.
Because we already have enough part timers this year.
Bullshit. Get Triple H in any of these
He
matches.
basically said that in an interview. That
Tell me when to stop.
stop.
Triple H is now part of the Raw Tag Team Championship match.
Oh, there you
Perfect.
go. Yeah.
Angel Garza and Triple H.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So during the match, Ford yelled, "It's WrestleMania season!" And then he dove onto Garza and Theory on the outside. And then later, he did it again. He yelled WrestleMania and tried to dive to Austin Theory, but Theory wasn't ready, so Ford landed right on his fucking back.
This whole thing was weird.
Yeah.
Seth tried to trip him.
Yes.
Didn't get there.
Right.
Like, really, like, it looked like, oh, shit, I missed.
Yeah.
And then he jumps anyway, and Theory's like, wait, he's not supposed to be jumping for this. He should have been tripped.
Yeah.
I'm going to move out of the way and not catch him. And he lands right on his back.
Yeah, but then Theory still fell down. Theory still went, oh, even though he wasn't
Kind of,
touched.
yeah, it was
He
weird.
did. He
The
fucking
whole-
fell down.
The whole thing was a joke. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I think it was just a miscue.
Yeah.
Owens doing trash talk during matches is amazing, and it's even better when you can hear all of it because there's
Right.
no crowd.
Yeah.
So that was pretty entertaining. But Owens hit Garza with a stunner for the win, but then Seth gave Owens a curb stomp right after the 3 count.
Sure.
And then after the commercial break, Owens is still in the ring, like sitting down, and he's cutting a promo. And honestly, I thought it was underwhelming.
I mean, how much can you do with no one else in the building? There's no one else anywhere. It's just weird.
I wonder if he wants to leave WWE because it seemed like he wasn't even trying in this promo.
Well,
I wonder if he wants out.
he's since the Universal title lost to Goldberg, he's really never been
It's true.
part of anything good.
And before that, he had like a title all the time.
All the time.
He always had a title.
Of course, he's
Or
great.
I guess after the Universal, he had the US for a while. But then after that, nothing. It's been like 2 years, I think, since he's
Right.
had a title.
Horrible.
Next up, we have a promo from Edge.
From who?
From Edge.
Right.
We have a promo from Edge.
Yeah. Oh, Edge, did you see your children when you're doing this promo? No.
Yeah. This was really good. He admits, he says, yeah, Adam Copeland, he's a junkie for Edge, but it's not about ego. It's about how much I love the explosion that happens when my music hits. The raw connection, the intensity I share with the audience because I'm one of them. I came from them. I love that line. There were a lot of great lines here.
Yeah.
He says he knew he loved wrestling when he saw Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania when he was 13 years old. And then he says that he and Randy have different definitions of the word grit.
To me, grit is the type of man that'll reach down into that hole, that'll pull somebody out that probably doesn't deserve it. To me, grit is refusing to be an evolution because you don't want to be someone's lackey. To me, grit is forging your own Hall of Fame career. To me, grit is thinking about how to get back here every day for 9 years and end this on your terms.
Yeah, I think doing these promos backstage when there's no crowd is a lot better.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like back when you were a kid, they only did promos backstage.
Right.
You know?
Never.
Maybe that's why Kevin Owens felt stupid because he's doing it in the ring in front of no one.
Yep.
But the backstage ones were good. You know, the Taker one was good. Edge's was great.
Yeah.
Edge then says, "You're jealous of my passion. The only time you have it is when I'm around. I make you better. Everyone's talking about it. This is the best Randy Orton has ever been." And when's the last time they said that? 9 years ago when I was here.
Yeah.
He says, "You almost had me believing that maybe the Royal Rumble was enough closure for me. But then you put your hands on my wife. You uttered the names of my little girls. You pulled me back in." Another great line.
Yep.
You dug yourself another hole, Randy, but this time I'm not going to pull you back out. I'm going to push you so far in, you'll never get back out. So, really good promo. Every line was great there. So, bravo, Edge.
Bravo, Edge.
Next up, we got.
It's really good. I'm working on it. Working on it.
Next up, we got Asuka versus Caden Carter.
Who are you?
If you don't know, she's in NXT.
Yeah, I know.
You know, we've obviously seen her.
Right.
But we got Asuka lock for the easy win. And then after the match, Asuka gets on the headset at the announce table and acts all crazy. But this is what she said before the match. Take a listen.
Who are you? Who are you? 今日はお前ボコボコにしたるわ No one is ready for Asuka! Come on!
Come on!
I don't know.
But yeah, who are you?
I'm
Who
not ready for
are
Asuka.
you? Who are you?
Yeah,
Gotta go back and forth now.
right. Gotta add it.
Earlier today, we see Charlotte attack Rhea Ripley outside the Performance Center, kicking her into a garage door. And it was, again, another one of those horrible blocking because we watched Rhea Ripley walk for like 30 seconds. And then Charlotte just comes like to the side. It's like she obviously saw Charlotte this whole time.
No, she was in the war,
Oh, yeah?
WW2,
Oh, really?
and has no peripheral vision.
Wow.
Yeah, she can't see
Okay.
shit.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she would have come from her right side. Would have smacked
Wow.
her ass.
Well, that's good for Charlotte
her
that
out.
she knows that.
Right.
I'm worried for
Insider
Rhea now.
info.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Charlotte says, I'll see you at WrestleMania. She walks away, and then Rhea eventually stands up and says, yeah, you will.
Yeah, we will see.
It's like, well, you just got your ass kicked. Right. Next up, we have Rey Mysterio versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship
Yep.
from Survivor Series last year.
Right. Sure.
The end of the match was a lot of fun. You know,
was crazy.
Mysterio and his son beating up Brock together.
Sure.
Double 619, double frog splash, but of course Brock wins.
He gets right up.
It's right up
F5's both of them.
and whoops their asses.
Right.
Then we have Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman come out to the ring. Heyman calls McIntyre special, but says so was Hulk Hogan, Randy Couture, Shane Carwin, John Cena, The Undertaker. He also said, God damn, but they bleeped it.
Yeah.
Which Kevin Owens called Rollins a dipshit earlier, and they
Said
didn't.
shit.
They didn't bleep it.
Right.
But goddamn, they bleeped. Yeah. Heyman makes a guarantee that next year at the Go Home show for Raw, he'll be talking about how McIntyre got beaten at last year's WrestleMania. Oof. And then he says, this year, Drew McIntyre walks into WrestleMania special, and then he walks out like everybody else, nothing more than Brock's bitch.
I tell you this, he's so good at what he does, he makes me doubt that Drew's going to win.
Right?
Because he's that convincing.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, no, of course. But then again, he did the same thing to Seth last year.
he did.
So,
But most of the time he is right, because Brock usually wins.
Drew.
Brock wins most matches.
Of course.
All right, so that is the end of Raw. So let's give some awards.
All right.
For this shit show. Who Jeff for worst dressed?
I had, what's his name?
Jason Cage.
Jason Cade.
Well, he just got that name. It's like he was just born
Yeah.
yesterday.
Sure.
I had Rey Mysterio from Survivor Series.
Okay, fair. It
With
was
the
on the show.
clown mask.
With the red nose.
He looked like Doink. I remember we
So
said,
dumb.
like, oh, he's Doink.
so dumb.
Best dressed?
Come on.
That's an easy one.
She had like a nude colored suit. Like skin nude and skin tight. Amazing.
Worst acting?
The Scott guy when he was reacting to the sitting
Oh,
down.
my God.
Yeah.
You know what? I got to go with him.
Yep.
I got to go with him, the jobber.
Yep.
Best acting? Edge. I
Yeah.
had Edge.
I had Kevin Owens because the things he was saying in the match, like you can actually hear all of them. And
Yeah.
It was really funny. Because usually you can only hear one or two when he really yells it. This time you can hear every little thing he said.
You have Kevin Owens, but I have Edge.
Yeah.
Worst comment?
Hey,
Hey, did you know that WrestleMania is too big for one night?
I hate that line so much.
And did you know that I'm going to say this 20 times tonight?
We'll go with that.
Yeah. Good God. All the fucking time. Best comment?
Kevin Owens was beating up Angel Garza, and he yells at Vega, "How's your boy doing?"
That's
He's hitting him. I love that.
I had Edge. You pulled me back in.
Yeah.
You know,
Godfather
3. Worst match?
Alistair Black and Scott.
Yep. Super slow mo.
Same.
I had Asuka versus the Jobber. There were 3 matches.
We'll go with that. Yeah.
And then best match, the tag match, I guess.
Sure.
Why? Well, who cares? Worst move?
Dominic 619.
Why?
That was a little off.
Was it?
I don't know. He's not. You got to be like Ray size to do something like that. Come on.
I guess he still did it.
You're not your father. I didn't like it.
Okay, I had Ford diving over the ropes, landing on his back.
Yep.
Best move? I had Ford diving over the ropes, landing on his back.
Okay, at least we agreed on the second
Yeah.
one.
Worst moment?
Alistair Black's match was just a joke. I just hated everything about it.
The 40 minutes of the women's triple threat.
Well, again,
Last year's Mania.
I was able to fast forward that. I didn't have to watch it because I already knew.
You
what
have
happened.
to watch it, yeah. It's part of your job.
Okay. Don't dock me those 40 minutes. You know what? You can dock me those 40 minutes.
No, I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Best moment? Edge's promo.
Edge. All right. That's what I said. Edge.
It was a great Edge. It's all Edge. Edge wins all the awards. And Randy Orton wins nothing except at WrestleMania.
Every match.
Probably not. All right. Maybe not. That's all for awards. So, some breaking news. We already talked about Roman Reigns' video on Instagram, but if you didn't watch it, like the first minute, he was just responding to the haters. He was like, all you haters out there calling me a sissy, which really I'm sure they were calling him a pussy.
One or two, and you go, all of you? Like, don't comment on
Well,
one or
as
two.
famous as he is, I'm sure he had a lot of people tweeting Roman's a pussy and shit. You know, stupid people. But
I
then,
don't like
you know,
that's stupid to say, yeah.
But I mean, when's he gonna come back? It might be until this Corona shit's over,
For sure.
which is months. It's
Has
gonna
to
be,
It has to be.
you know, things are getting extended all the way through May now.
Right.
And then one other thing, Rusev shaved his head. I guess he figured I'm not wrestling, I'm not being used, so he shaved his head. He's bald now.
We're supposed to shave everything.
Huh?
Because Corona can live, like it can hang out on your beard. That's what they said. Someone said it. I didn't shave, so I didn't really think too much of it.
No, you
Seriously. This is the longest it's been in a long time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get it real fluffy since I don't really have to be anywhere.
Yeah, sure. All right, what do you have for news?
Oh, let's see. This just in, nothing.
Okay, great. On to rumors. Rumors! Kevin Owens wins back the Universal title?
Maybe.
Balor Club to finally get a second member?
Too sweet.
Brock Lesnar willingly works a full schedule?
No chance.
Next year's WrestleMania will be in Saudi Arabia?
Confirmed.
You ready for this one? You ready for this one? I want you to hear it. I don't want you to read it.
I don't.
So according to Dave Meltzer,
love that guy.
yeah, CM Punk's agent recently reached out to WWE about a possible return,
Right.
but Vince shot him down, saying, "I never want to work with that bastard again."
Shut up.
Well, he didn't say that, but but the quote, yeah, he said it. "I never want to work with CM Punk again."
Yeah. But then CM Punk tweeted or put something out there where he's like you see his shirt. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, you didn't see that?
No.
I thought someone posted on What's Wrong with Wrestling. He tweeted like getting his shirt out of a bag.
Like his wrestling shirt.
Yeah, his little logo.
So he's trolling,
Yeah, I'm
most
guessing.
likely.
Let's see, what is he?
CM Punk.
What is he right now? What's his name right now? Oh, player coach. Yeah. Media.
Nobody watches you harder than the people that can't stand you.
That's true. Yeah. It's Howard Stern.
Yeah, I'm not. Oh, he's been tweeting a lot of shit.
Holy crap.
No, I
He's
don't.
only 2 days old so far.
No, so I guess that was. I guess that was bullshit.
It was bullshit.
Once again, people posting bullshit.
Maybe Instagram? Although he probably tweeted. He's more of a tweeter, right? Than an Instagrammer.
I guess.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
people do that shit all the time.
I know. Especially during this time.
Also, apparently, one of the main reasons Roman pulled out of Mania was because Miz showed up sick to one of the tapings, and obviously, they're saying that Miz is out of Mania because he's sick. But apparently, Roman was at that taping, and Miz showed up sick, so that was one of the reasons Roman was like, fuck this.
Fuck this. No one's listening. Deuces.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And then the Wrestling Observer's reporting that Razor had surgery to repair 2 torn biceps.
Ouch.
And he'll be out for 8 months. And WWE has decided to take Akam off TV as well, since they're a duo. But if you're a part of the stable, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think he's getting any
Why
help.
Akam has to suffer.
Right.
Well, you're off TV for 8 months. Have fun. You know?
Or he's complaining about it, and they just want to keep that as private as possible. I can see Vince going, we don't want everyone knowing that wrestlers are complaining, otherwise we shouldn't have this show. Yeah. Seriously, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. And then according to WWE Network News, both nights of WrestleMania have a runtime of 3 hours and 15 minutes, along with a 1 hour kickoff show for both nights. So if true, WrestleMania will end at 9:15 Central Time. You know? So that'd be nice.
That'd be nice.
Like, because I guess the pre-show...
So 2 3-hour nights?
Yes. So
that's doable.
Really 4 if we watch the pre-show, which, you know, we won't. But like, I don't know, we probably will. But yeah, so pre-show starts at 5, WrestleMania starts at 6, so yeah.
4 hours. 30.
All right, so that is all for rumors. Any trivia or...
Yeah, I got something stupid. Cool. So, Undertaker. Mm-hmm. Do you know how old Undertaker is?
52.
All right, so he's not, but I'm not going to give you his age just yet. You got a piece of paper and pen? Here, use this.
This is my scorecard that's going to win me
use the
title.
Okay.
I like it. Perfect.
You don't have
Can
the
I
title?
Just use yours?
No, the answers are there. So,
use another piece of paper.
The back? You can't use the back?
No, I'm going to frame this. I frame all my wins. Don't you see them around the wall?
Oh, yeah. I didn't even look at those. Undertaker is older than Michelle McCool. Wendy is older than AJ Styles. If you combine Undertaker's age with Michelle McCool and AJ Styles' age with his wife, how many years older is Undertaker and Michelle McCool than AJ Styles and Wendy? I gave you some writing material. I will give you Undertaker's age. It is 55.
Okay.
I will give you AJ Styles' age. Guess it first.
38.
42.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So now you're kind of guessing Wendy and
Wendy's
Michelle's
age is...
I can't give you those.
Okay, Michelle McCool. All right, so Taker's 55. Michelle McCool, I'm going to say, is 40. I'll guess that. AJ's 42.
That is 100% accurate.
Really?
Yeah. I'll give you that.
I mean, you didn't have to. I gave it to myself.
Yeah.
AJ's 42. That must mean that his wife's older. By what you're... I'm going to say she's 46. So... Oh, wait. Sorry. That's 88. And then... 95? It's probably got to be closer than that. I'm going to say they're older by 5 years.
It's actually 10. No, it is actually 10. Yeah. I thought it was going to be closer too because she was older, but no, it's 10 years. His wife's 43.
Okay.
So,
got it.
Yeah. But McCool, 40 years old. You did nail that. That was part of the trivia.
Yeah.
Good job there.
I still beat Eric. That's
did.
the important part.
You did.
Eric didn't even give a fucking answer.
He didn't talk at all.
Yeah, it's like, answer the question, maybe you'll win.
Yes.
All right, so let's do some fan questions.
All right.
Kyle Foxton, wasn't Mojo Rawley on Raw with the 24/7 title a couple weeks ago?
I think so.
And now he's with Gronk on SmackDown?
Right.
You know what that means.
You have a button or no?
No, I don't anymore.
Wild card.
Yeah. Harry Penis. If
Awesome. Perfect.
Yeah. If you could RKO anyone not named Gil Boldberg, who would it be? I wonder.
If you can name what?
If you could RKO anyone not named Gil Boldberg, who would it be? That's a tough one. Probably Bill Oldberg.
Yeah.
The Dashing Dan, at one point, does Andrade's U.S. title run become more of a joke than Nakamura's IC title run? Well, yeah, he's got suspended with the title. Now he's injured with the title.
Yeah.
It's not good. At least Nakamura was healthy and never defended that shit. So
that's worse.
Justin Stewart, do you agree that this WrestleMania will either end up being a total disaster or a surprise hit with no in between? No.
Yes.
Okay, you think there's a chance this will be a hit?
What are my choices?
Garbage or a hit?
I don't think there's any in between. Because I'm so hanging my hat on the first part of that.
I get it, but there's no way this is a hit. There's no way.
I think they could surprise us by doing some things that...
I'm not saying every match will suck. Like the Firefly Funhouse could be fun.
That's what I'm saying. But that could be a surprise hit. Like if half of these matches end up being cool with cool finishes, some surprise appearances, this would be a surprise hit. We're expecting garbage. It could be a surprise hit. or complete disaster, which is, overwhelming
Even
favorite.
if McIntyre wins, there's no pop for it.
Okay, so you think there's an in-between.
Like, if McIntyre wins, we're going to be like, cool.
Yeah,
There's no pop.
no pop.
There's no excitement.
No sort of pop.
Vladimir Jordan, how much more disastrous do you think Goldberg's match with Strowman will be compared to his recent ones with Undertaker, Wyatt, etc.?
Same.
Well, I think because they could stop tape after every move. All right, and spear. All right, give Goldberg 10 minutes to rest up. Yeah. All right, Goldberg, you ready for another spear? Just a second. Hold on. Whenever you're ready. Okay. Wait, nope, not ready. All right, give me a few more minutes.
Yeah, because he can get him up and keep trying it.
And then,
even have guys run in the ring, hold up Strowman.
Yeah.
Okay, get out of the way. 3, 2, then slow it down.
Well, then
rewind it and then play it again.
One of our fans was
He's like
yeah,
this.
they'll hold up Braun with wires and shit.
Maybe it'll be a great match because they can do special effects. Who knows? Surprise hit.
Yeah. DeMarcus Moreland, Pushfire Barry Andrews impressions.
Okay.
Edge, Randy, or Undertaker?
I'm just gonna straight up bury Edge because it's got to be in the middle. It can't be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fire Randy. It's been too old. Of course, Undertaker is just my personal fave.
Okay. Matt Sillett as Vince is in the vulnerable group for coronavirus, will even be allowed at WrestleMania. And Taker and Oldberg.
Yeah, those are great points. That's probably why they recorded all those matches.
Yeah. JR Spires, since Raw was taped, why didn't they just edit out Montez Ford crashing and burning?
That's what I don't understand.
Well, probably because people are talking about it. Yeah. If he's going to sacrifice his fucking body for that spot, you might as well leave it in there.
Might as well leave it in there.
Pop Culture Junkie, at this point, should creative just isolate Vince in a room with a repeat marathon of all Pirate of the Caribbean films playing and tell him he's at WrestleMania?
Those things are great.
Yeah. Those are great. What does Vince think?
That's tremendous.
He loves those movies.
Loves them.
Kim Long, what are the chances that they had a stunt double come in for Oldberg to deliver the jackhammer?
50%. 70%.
Yeah. Keep going.
All right, 100%.
Yeah. Jake Baker, Pushfire Barry for Roman's replacement. Braun Strowman, Joey the Paisan, and EC3.
I would fire Strowman and bury EC3.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, if you beat Goldberg, that would be amazing.
Who the fuck is this guy and who cares? Instantly over. Like we said, you want to put Conor Reeves over? Have him be the surprise winner of the Goldberg match.
Carlos Ramirez, fuck, marry, kill. Brie Bella, Brie Larson, Allison Brie.
Might be my favorite question ever. That is amazing. Brie Bella,
It's easy,
Brie
though.
Larson, Allison Brie. I'm going to push Allison Brie.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to
Push her head onto my cock.
I'm going to marry Allison Brie. I love her. I think I'm going to marry Allison Brie.
Dave Frank, you're gonna
Fuck Brie
split
Larson
up?
and kill the Bella.
You're gonna I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So sorry, Dave Franco.
Dave Franco.
That's
Dave.
a stupid name anyway. Dave Franco.
Dave. Sounds like the stupid younger brother, Dave.
Yeah, James
Made-up
has a
brother.
brother. What's his name? Dave Franco.
So great.
Andy Piccone, Pushfire Barry these conspiracies. Macho Man slept. I guess we're pushing which ones we want to be true.
Okay.
Macho Man slept with Stephanie, which that was a statutory rape. If that's true.
Hot rumor. Yeah, 16.
The Montreal Screwjob was a work, and the Ultimate Warrior was played by two people.
Which one would we want to be true?
I would say the most
work.
amazing thing would be if we found out all this time the Montreal Screwjob was a work.
That's awesome.
And they were all able to fool us for that many years.
Yeah.
And
Well, they
Brett's
didn't fool Scott Hall.
No, most wrestlers, there's a whole thing on YouTube where you could see a ton of wrestlers talking about the screw job, and most of them feel it's a work.
Yeah, we knew what happened. Come
Right. Peter,
Is it pro wrestling? I rest my case.
Yeah. Peter, how long do you think Edge will stick around after this WrestleMania match? If he does stick around for a while, who else would you guys like to see him run a storyline with?
Well, come on, guys.
He signed for 3 years.
Yeah, he's going to be here for a while. Probably not every week, but he'll be here.
Yeah.
And AJ Styles.
Seth Rollins, because Seth tried to murder him.
Of course.
That's a perfect one.
Would you want to see him fight anyone else that's older, part of the older crowd?
Has he ever fought Brock?
They couldn't let that happen. Brock's like so.
Why couldn't they let it happen? Because he's stiff?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think he'll be okay. I think he just looks. You just got to be careful. He fought Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan had problems.
Who's the first person he loses to? How about that?
Oh, Orton this Saturday. No, I'm just kidding.
I want to say like an AJ Styles. I bet he loses to AJ the first time they fight.
Yeah,
that's a good one. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Brock. He loses. That's his first loss to. I think you have to have it. I don't think there's ever been that match Edge versus Brock.
Probably.
Can't remember.
A Raw. I don't know.
A Raw. I can't remember it if it happened.
What else you got?
That's all the fan questions. So before we get to predictions, we have a very special guest. We always like to talk about the odds for the big, pay-per-view matches. So our biggest sponsor for the last, year and a half has been betonline.ag, and we have one of the people from betonline.ag. So let's welcome Dave Mason to the show.
What's up, man? Staying safe out there?
Yeah, man, washing my hands and staying in my house, and can't wait to watch these events this weekend. That'll keep me busy for a bit.
It's like the only sporting event in the world. I wonder how many people will be watching this weekend.
Man, what are you talking about? We got Russian ping pong. We got taking Russian ping pong.
Sorry, yeah.
I mean,
I haven't looked at other on your site.
That's the thing. I was talking to my buddy today. It's like all these other tough guys and all these sports have canceled. But the Russian ping pong players must be the toughest athletes on the face of the earth because they're charging for every damn day. There's like 24 matches. I don't know who these Russian ping pong players are, or table tennis. Maybe we call it.
Maybe
but they got to be the
clean.
toughest players. UFC's canceling, and all these Khabib, the UFC Russian fighter, he can't fight. But all these Russian ping pong players are knocking it out.
Maybe they're very clean. Maybe it's the opposite. They're just very nice, clean gentlemen.
Could be.
They walk around with sanitizer.
Oh, did Khabib can't officially pull out?
He can't get out of Russia supposedly. So it looks like they're going to go. The rumors are Justin Gaethje's going to take his place, but who the hell knows, man? I mean, no one knows for sure that's the rumor. Ariel Helwani tweeted that out yesterday morning, and I almost vomited, but. Here, Justin Gaethje. We already have the odds up for Justin Gaethje versus Tony Ferguson. We will see, man. And every day is something different in this industry right now.
I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
So my first question would basically be like, how do you guys set odds, and how do you handle something that's predetermined, and also the fact that some of these matches, there's a rumor that they've already been taped as well.
Right. Yeah, no, it's a good question, and it's a popular question when it comes to wrestling odds. First of all, we're fortunate enough to have one of our odds guys, one of our main props guys, is a huge wrestling fan. I mean, I talked to him, and he knows all the storylines. He's really into it. So that's step one. We got a guy who's into it, knows all the storylines, can pick the storylines apart, easy. Right. So that's step one. That guy understands the sport inside and out. So, secondly, stuff like this, you kind of keep the limits low, right? Anything where it's predetermined. It's no different with if it's WrestleMania wrestling odds, or we'll have odds on Survivor, or the Jeopardy tournament a few months ago where they had the GOAT tournament where they had the top 3 Jeopardy guys. I mean, those are predetermined, right?
Yeah.
And we got information that Jennings was going to win, and took the odds down after taking a few bets. And so anytime you have stuff like that, I mean, you keep the limits low. Some books don't want to deal with it. They say the event's predetermined. We don't want to do it. But we put it up there because we understand that there is a desire to bet on this stuff, and this stuff is popular, especially now that there's no sports going on. So we put it up, but we keep the limits somewhat low. Whereas we might take a bet on $50,000 on an NFL game, we're going nowhere near that high on stuff like this.
That makes sense. So that makes sense.
We'll keep it, $50, $100.
Right.
Keep it friendly. And, if all of a sudden, a bunch of accounts are signing up in Connecticut and starting hitting one side, well, then dang it, we're going to close those odds.
Shut it down.
The winner on there. It's happened before where,
I'm sure.
you see suspicious betting patterns, as we call them. And, especially on like this, the reality TV. All of a sudden, you got these 10 accounts signing up in LA, and they're all betting on somebody to win Survivor. And like, oh, there's the winner.
There's the winner. We know what to do. That's negative 3,000 now on the site.
Yeah, that happened a few years ago in the Royal Rumble 2017 in San Antonio. We were in San Antonio. We did our podcast. We gave our predictions. We all predicted someone different. But then I think the night before, maybe 2 nights before, all of a sudden we went on your website.
I think it was the night before when you told me about it, when you saw it.
Yeah. We checked the odds, and all of a sudden Randy Orton was like this huge favorite, and we were like, "What the hell's going on here?" Like,
and we were too dumb to even believe it. We're like, "Nah,
like Randy Orton?
No
what?
way, he's not winning this year."
No, and then I mean he was favored by so much, and then he ended up winning, obviously. So
there you go.
You guys knew something we didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's it, man. I mean, the information gets out there, and people start betting it, and it's what I heard for this WrestleMania this week. The guy, my same guy I was talking to this morning about all this stuff, and he told me there's a rumor out there that they, a lot of this is pre-taped this weekend, so that they taped 2 different endings for the fight. So
that'd be
so
smart.
they don't.
That'd be
smart.
smart.
It would be real smart, right? Absolutely. So I guess only a couple people probably know. Maybe Vince is the only guy that knows, and at the last second he pushes the button, whichever tape they're going to use. So that's kind of interesting.
That would be interesting. Like even the wrestlers don't know at home. Like they're watching at home.
Well,
like, hope I win the title.
I think I have the belt. I don't know.
I might be the champ. I don't know. So that's kind of interesting spin.
Well, they still release the WrestleMania DVDs every year, so I wonder if they're going to release the deleted scenes. And
there you go. That's a different.
They should
alternate way to make money. Yep,
alternate endings.
If they didn't take themselves so seriously, that would be a great addition. I would literally spend $20 to see the alternate endings.
That'd be great
on something like that. I think every wrestling fan would as well.
Yeah,
but they don't have the balls. They still think that they're real. Like they still treat themselves like they're real. Yahoo Japan just reported that this guy is going to our Hall of Fame this year. Well, what do you mean they reported it? Like you told them, and then they reported it. So
so before we get into this year's WrestleMania odds, I do have a question. Have you been with Bet Online for a long time, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
For about a decade.
Okay, so you were definitely around for this. So WrestleMania 30, 2014. They had Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker, and this is when The Undertaker was still undefeated.
Yep.
So I would guess that he was still heavily favored. Do you remember anything about that? Because Lesnar ended up beating Taker. So did some people win a lot of money with that one, or?
Yeah, I'd imagine. I don't remember the exact odds, but I guarantee Undertaker was a heavy favorite, and usually on odds like that, people would be taking the dog. So I'm sure we got beat up pretty much on that one.
Or people are like, the surest thing on this card is Undertaker. Right. So even at negative 500, I'm going to bet money just to get a W.
Yeah.
And then they lose. So that might have been more even than we think.
True.
Knowing that it's the surest thing in the world back then.
Yeah.
Him winning at WrestleMania was the surest, and none of us.
No.
Even with Brock, the animal, the beast, Brock Lesnar, none of us predicted it back then. And yet, it was kind of the most obvious. He's older. You got this giant dude. They've had a history. Like, it made more sense when you thought about it afterwards. But it was the biggest shock, maybe of all time, for WrestleMania.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so I guess we'll get into the betting odds for WrestleMania 36. So one of the matches I think could go either way, in my opinion, is Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler for the Raw Women's title. And I see on there that Baszler's favored.
Wow.
So what made you guys do that?
Well, I talked to my guy about that, and he just said that that's the way things are trending. He looks into the storylines. He reads who they think Vince wants to promote most, and he said Shayna Baszler. That's the way. While he's reading the tea leaves, even though she's a challenger and going up against Becky Lynch, he's putting her at the favorite, minus 180 favorite, which means you risk $90 to win $50 there. Or Becky Lynch, if you want to bet on the champ, she's at plus 140, so that's a good price on the champ.
Those are good odds. Becky had her big moment last year by beating Ronda Rousey, and Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler are supposedly best friends in real life. I don't know if it matters now that it's taped, but I think a good guess is, does Rousey return for this match and get involved, and that could be how Shayna wins. Is her best friend because we haven't seen her in a year. We haven't seen her since she lost last year at WrestleMania. So that could be that Ronda Rousey. Is that on here? Is that a prop bet? I don't see it.
No, but I'm gonna suggest it tomorrow to my guy. Good thinking.
Yeah, does Rousey show up? Because that certainly could. Yeah, why not throw that on there for like a negative 200? Yes, because we don't know if she's pregnant. There's so many rumors about Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Will she ever wrestle again? There's so many rumors. I wouldn't be surprised if anything happens in that front, or not showing up too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another one, we got The Fiend versus John Cena, where I see The Fiend's heavily favored, and I think everyone I think expects The Fiend to win because Cena beat him 6 years ago, so now it's time for Cena to do the job since he's not really around so much anymore.
Yeah. I love this one. Scroll up.
Which one?
Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah.
Donald Trump tweet about WrestleMania. That's fun. I love prop bets. I'm going to tell you something. I made some good money on Bet Online for the Super Bowl just doing prop bets. I love prop bets. I'm going to give you my big one. My big one was, will Pat Mahomes score, not throw, score the first touchdown of the game? Mm-hmm. And he did. And it was like something, plus 1,000 or something. Because obviously, you're talking about running backs, receivers. You're not going to think a quarterback's going to score. And I put some decent action on that, and I hit it pretty good. So I love prop bets, and this has Trump negative 1,500, no, plus 600, yes. Man, I might throw $50 on plus 600. He's Donald Trump. He's the most unpredictable president of all time.
True.
And he has a history at the WWE and
he's in the Hall of Fame,
right? Yeah, absolutely. Why why wouldn't he?
That's a fun one.
Little diversion from all the coronavirus stuff. Why not send out a little tweet? Why not? 600.
Linda's a part of his stable, right? Sure. He appointed Vince's wife to be head of small business, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Something ridiculous. Is Roman Reigns versus Goldberg on here?
I don't see it.
So it was pulled. Yeah, it was pulled. They still announced it last night on Raw. They're still saying Goldberg versus Reigns. They're promoting it literally just a few hours, ago, like 24 hours ago.
And Roman Reigns posted on Instagram that he's not going to be there.
Yeah,
that he's not involved.
So that's why I don't know. Some of me thinks a part of me thinks maybe there's a chance this whole thing gets scrapped at the last minute, depending on they're looking at numbers, how many wrestlers are going to show up, what happened. So the tag team titles, is that on here?
Yeah,
I think it is. So this one has The Miz and Morrison, who are the champs, going up against the New Day and the Usos. The hottest rumor right now out there, and I know it's just a rumor, is that you're going to take Morrison and just one of the Usos, and they're going to fight one-on-one for the tag team titles. Since you guys don't have that on your site, how would that work? Would the whole bet be scrapped? Or would you just take the guys, the individuals that are representing those teams and just kind of count them?
Yeah, I mean that's a good question. My guess, again, I'd have to clear this with our wrestling specialist, but I mean, as long as they're wrestling for the for that title, I mean, the bet would have action. I'd imagine. So yeah, that's a good question. Right now with all this crazy stuff going on, there's all sorts of weird stuff popping up where we didn't prepare for this. You know, with all these rules from the beginning of time of bookmaking,
of course,
are all out the window now. It's like, oh my God, all these new scenarios and new rules are popping up every week. So that's a great question. I'll ask my guy again tomorrow. I'll ask him, but my guess, educated guess, as long as it's for the title, then yeah, the bets would stand.
Yeah, I mean, it's already pro wrestling, so anything can happen.
Yeah,
there are no rules. But a weekend like this, where it's 2 nights and no one even knows who's showing up because of this pandemic, we're going to see all kinds of rules come out of the woodwork.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
So another one that I think is interesting and I think could go either way is we have Sami Zayn versus Daniel Bryan for the Intercontinental Championship, and I guess just again, the guy you talked to said, looks like Sammy's being favored here, minus 200.
Yeah, you would think that Daniel Bryan being the face, being the good guy, and they kind of set him up a little bit to win this title. There's really no reason for Sammy to have it, but maybe this is a situation where your guy knows something the rest of us don't know.
Yeah, that's probably the case. He knows
Yeah.
his stuff, man. He
He knows
really
his
does.
stuff.
So,
Yeah.
but Daniel Bryan, I'd have to bet Daniel Bryan there too myself. I'm on the same side as you guys, so
Yeah.
I'll go against my guy and go with the plus money, plus 150. Hell with
Right.
it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so here's one that I find really interesting. It's not WrestleMania specific, although it could happen at WrestleMania, but there's two bets on here. One is Rob Gronkowski will become the Intercontinental or U.S. champion by December 31st, 2020. And then there's another one that he'll become WWE or Universal champion by the end of the year.
Where do you see by the end of the year?
Well, if you do this right here, it says that.
Oh.
Yeah, hover over the little
I thought
eye
it just
there.
meant at WrestleMania.
No.
Because I could see that happening.
Right.
People don't show up, so they go, Gronk, get in there.
Gronk, you're
and
the
he
champ.
cheats or gets help from Mojo Riley and then becomes the champion.
He would help Mojo, if anything. He's helped Mojo before.
True.
Yeah.
Those are good. I like that. I think the guy's a joke. Now, that's just not because I'm a Jets fan, but when they brought him to the show recently, he danced his way down. I mean, wrestling's pretty ridiculous, so what I'm about to say is going to be more ridiculous, but he almost like brings down pro wrestling, like him being there. But they love big names.
Well, when he becomes the WWE champion, and he'll
God.
bring it down even more.
There's no way.
I mean, I think something like that. I mean, I was talking about this yesterday, even with like Brock Lesnar. That Brock Lesnar probably brings a lot of MMA guys over to watch wrestling, whereas Gronk's going to do the same. I mean, there's going to be people just watching wrestling just because of Gronk. You know, some NFL guys, fans who really aren't fans of wrestling, who, oh my God, Gronk's on there. So yeah, I mean, I watched his antics. I was like, oh my God, it's like, I mean, this watching Gronk last year in the studio too is like everything was just so over. Okay, Gronk, we get it. You're a goofball. That's why we all love you. But you don't have to act like a goofball. You are a goofball.
Yeah,
now,
chill out,
when
bro.
He acting like a goofball. Now it's like so over the top. It's like you don't have to be a goofball 100% of the time, dude.
Yeah, it's uncomfortably bad.
Yeah, it's like we all loved you and we all are big fans of you because you were a genuine goofball. You don't have to act it. Now you're a goofball on steroids, and it's freaking annoying. So I get it. I get what you're saying.
And by that same logic, saying that his presence is going to bring football fans to the WWE, I think by creating these type of bets on your site, you can bring non-wrestling fans, that people that like to gamble, like myself, that maybe aren't a wrestling fan, to bet online so that they can, place a bet on something that they really don't know much about because they like football.
Absolutely, man. That's what we do.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it'd be fun to be Grunk's friend, though, even though he is.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I was
if he invites me to a party at Playboy Mansion, I'm definitely not going to turn it down. I'll be act as goofy as he wants me to be.
Or like the Gronk cruise. Even though we're Jets fans, I'd be interested in that.
Well, for sure. I would party.
Yeah.
So.
I think we hit the big matches. At least the ones that we think are for sure happening. But, right. Thanks again for coming on here to talk the betting odds with us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, we'll have to have you on again. That was fun, man. Thanks.
Anytime you want.
All right, take it easy.
Later.
Take care.
Okay, well, it is time.
Here we go.
To do the WrestleMania prediction. 16 matches.
Jesus.
On this son of a bitch.
And half of them probably won't happen. But that's okay. Mano a mano this year.
Yeah.
One-on-one like
that's
old
right.
school.
Absolutely.
We'll see who wins the vacated title.
Yes. All right.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What is that?
Huh?
God?
Did you think that I would not defend my title at WrestleMania?
I mean, I was kind of hoping.
You gave him our Skype.
Yeah, I mean, his Skype was just a bunch of letters and numbers.
I feel like I'm getting sick just listening.
Hey, if Bill Goldberg can show up via satellite, Slamilton can show up via Skype.
Well,
you sound like James Earl Jones. Can you quote a Darth Vader line?
I find your lack of something disturbing.
That's pretty good. I don't know what it's. Maybe it's like a Bane effect.
Did you hear the latest rumor though that Roman Reigns is going to actually show up via Skype to fight Goldberg?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
And
he's going to challenge him to a WWE 2K20 match.
Just paper, scissors, rock.
And then neither one can be pinned. They just keep kicking out. 40 minutes later, shit.
Well, Goldberg's like never played the game, so he doesn't know how to kick out. So Roman wins in like 3 seconds.
Right. And then you see secretly he doesn't know what he's doing either, but AJ Styles is behind him playing as Roman Reigns.
Right. There should be, if there's like I think there's a stamina stat in that game. Goldberg should be like 5, like out of 100.
Right.
His stamina, like if you can't win in 5 minutes, like Goldberg's done.
He just dies.
He just dies.
You hit him with like a punch. He's like, "Bah!"
You should be able to play the Undertaker Goldberg match from Saudi. And like it starts with like their stamina shot, and they're just like, like they can't do anything right, and it's just botched. That would be fucking fantastic. I would
They
buy
just
the
start
game.
breathing heavy as soon as the fucking bell rings.
I would buy the game if they had.
I would buy the game
because I didn't. There's a first year in a while I didn't buy the game because it looked horrible, and
you only really buy it so that you can like surprise us with the Royal Rumble entries.
Yes, exactly.
That fans make. So that's great.
All right, so WrestleMania scorecard.
All right.
First matchup, we got Otis versus Dolph Ziggler.
What do you got, Eric?
Eric, you can go first in all these.
Okay, so I have Dolph Ziggler with a pin.
Oh my goodness!
Wow,
really?
Okay,
damn, that's dark.
Yeah, too bad you weren't part of the Bet Online guys segment. Otis, I have Otis with a pin.
I have Otis with a pin, and then does Mandy betray Dolph?
No.
I'm gonna say no as well, even though I have Otis winning.
Okay, I have Mandy betraying Dolph, and then does Mandy kiss Otis on the lips?
Nope.
He has a no because he has Ziggler. I have yes. I put with tongue, and I put a +2.
Well, wouldn't that be betraying Dolph?
No.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a 3-way?
No. You mean like
Hey.
does she cheat to help him?
3-way? Yeah,
I thought you
just-
meant does
I'm
she
just
cheat to help?
kidding.
Oh, okay.
Don't forget Tucker Knight has to be there too. So
Hey, it's just Tucker now. He doesn't.
You
Fatal
should have. You
four-way.
should have learned. You should have put as another one like, do we learn who sent the text? Yes or no?
Oh, that's I guess yeah, sure.
Right? Because it could have been, and then it could have been
It's Sonya. We all know it's Sonya.
Sonya or Tucker.
Tucker turns heel.
Yeah.
I guess that could happen. All right, Alistair Black versus Bobby Lashley. What do you got?
Man, this one was hard because like every
what she
person
said.
who's ever been undefeated, as soon as they lose nonstop.
That's true. I could see. Yeah.
But I went with Alistair Black.
Yeah. We all have Alistair Black with a pin.
Yeah.
Any outside interference?
I put yes, but I don't know.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean,
for sure.
the only one I can think of is Lana if she even goes.
Of course.
I put no because I just feel like Lana maybe won't be there. I don't know.
She's making a lot of videos from her house.
She is. A lot of
Pew, pew,
slutty,
pew.
slutty videos.
Yeah.
All right, next up we got Elias versus King Corbin.
I got Corbin with a pin.
Any outside interference?
No.
I have the same exact thing.
I have the same exact thing as well. All right, moving on.
Cross it off.
Elias is already dead. I mean, we saw
Yeah.
the fatality.
How is he
video.
wrestling?
He's
All
not.
right. No, he's not.
I'm serious.
Next up, we have Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins.
I've got Owens with a pin.
Any outside interference?
I put no.
I have the same exact thing as you because Razor's hurt. Akim's apparently off TV, and apparently Buddy Murphy's hurt as well. So, what do you got, Joe?
So this is where I win. I put Seth with a pin. Yes, interference. So where's the title? Should I take it now or wait? I just
One
think
match?
I think
There's
right.
16 matches.
Oh shit! I just think that they're making Seth like the new Undertaker. He's gonna just never lose at WrestleMania. That's gonna kind of be his thing.
Yeah,
He's already lost.
But he's lost.
No, I'm saying like moving forward, like he'll put together like a little run, or I mean, it's okay to lose if you're like 6-1 at WrestleMania. That's still a pretty impressive, thing. So I think that's what they're gonna do with him.
What? So that one loss is like a mulligan?
No, but you start a streak. You can
Because
still have a streak.
later in the night.
You can still streak. Technically, he won that WrestleMania. He won at that WrestleMania, so his streak started. Anyway, that's just what I think. We'll see what happens.
They should. I guess they cancel out.
Owens just seems so underwhelming at Raw. Like he didn't care. Like he already knows the outcome or something. Or they already fucking recorded the match before Raw. You never know.
Right.
Next up, we got the last man standing match. We have Randy Orton versus Edge.
Good job.
Edge.
Oh, Eric.
Nice.
Well done.
Yeah, I've been practicing all
You
week.
should.
Hey.
You need to have an impression. Sorry, Andrew.
Hey, don't be plugging into the podcast. And don't be stealing other people's impressions.
Don't be plugging other impressions.
Andrew's wearing that shirt right now.
I've got Edge.
Yeah.
All right.
With, well,
Does he hit an RKO? Does Edge hit an RKO?
I have yes to an RKO.
And then does Beth Phoenix get involved?
I put no.
Okay.
So I have Edge. Yes, hits RKO. Yes, Beth Phoenix gets involved.
I have Edge, and I have Edge hitting another RKO, son of a bitch. And then I have Beth not getting involved.
All right.
I just did that to trick you guys.
Another 2 points.
Yeah.
Next up, we got the Firefly Funhouse match. John Cena versus The Fiends.
I've got The Fiend with a submission.
Okay. But John Cena never taps out. He never gives up, Eric.
Well,
He will tonight, tomorrow, Saturday.
Saturday.
Joe doesn't know
Saturday
what day
or
it is.
Sunday.
Sunday. What is today? Tuesday, Wednesday?
Sunday. All right, here's a question for you, Eric. Do any of the puppets attack Cena?
Yes.
I hope so.
Otherwise, this match is for nothing.
I really hope so.
And then does Rambling Rabbit save Cena? Nah, that's not on there. All right, I have Fiend winning. I have a pin, and I do not have the puppets attacking Cena. I think they'll talk to him. I think they'll be there, but I don't think they'll fight him.
That's taking it to a whole nother level, like a TNA level, if you have like a tiny little puppet fight.
Because the puppets haven't been usually evil, only like Mercy.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Anyway, Fiend, same as Andrew. Fiend, pin, no.
All right, next up we have the Boneyard match.
Boneyard.
First question, what's a Boneyard match? This is a write-in answer for 100 points. No, just kidding.
I've got Undertaker.
Wait. Who do you have?
The Undertaker.
Try again.
One more time. Or are you off the show?
The Undertaker?
I have the Undertaker.
You mean the Undertaker?
Come on, you can't do that impression?
No, I sound like shit.
He does it all the time.
Fair enough. I know, he really does.
The Undertaker.
Hey! Just did it. He just
all
did
right,
it.
does Taker win with a pin, submission, a burial, or other?
A burial.
He wins with a burial, Undertaker.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a great. I should have put
And
that.
then does AJ hit the Faith Breaker? I mean, the Styles Clash.
No.
I almost wrote on here, does Michelle McCool hit the Faith Breaker?
Oh, I hope so.
That would have been a better question.
That
You probably
really
would have
would've
gotten me to say yes on that.
Right.
All right, Joe, what do you have?
I have Undertaker. I still think there's a chance that AJ Styles finally retires him after all this, but it's just not leaning that way. Not with a shitty WrestleMania.
He signed like a
this.
10-year deal last year. Undertaker.
Jesus. So I'll take, really?
Yeah.
Legend deal? So did Kevin Nash.
a deal.
Anyway.
No, but Kevin Nash isn't performing.
Undertaker.
I think it's like a 10-year Saudi deal.
Yeah.
Right. Undertaker, pin, and yes, he hits the Styles class.
I
I've
have
been talking about it too
Undertaker with a pin. And how does he hit the style? He's like a foot shorter than more than a foot shorter than the Undertaker.
much. Falling off a grave. I don't know. Or a
Falling
bone.
off a grave.
He uses a bone.
Okay, I have
What does that
Taker.
mean?
I have Taker with a pin, no Styles Clash, because I don't think it's possible.
I'm running away with this thing so far.
Okay. Next up, we have the Women's Tag Team Championships, the Kabuki Warriors versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Eric, what do you got?
I've got Bliss and Cross with a pin.
Just do the whole thing.
Oh, I've got Bliss and Cross with Bliss pinning Asuka.
Okay.
I have Bliss and Cross with Bliss pinning Kyrie.
That's what I have. I have what Joe has.
All right.
They could always retain, who cares?
No one cares.
I just kind of want to see Alexa win.
Right.
I mean, they haven't been defended since December, so I figure at least put them on someone else.
Yeah.
Right.
Next up, we have the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, a ladder match, and according to the rumors,
Like the hottest rumor.
this match is just going to be John Morrison versus one of the Usos. So look, if you want to say something else, you could have the New Day winning if you want, but
Whatever you want to put.
But yeah, whatever you want to put. But Eric, what do you have?
I've got Morrison winning.
Okay. Joe?
I have Uso, parentheses, with an S, Usos, Uso.
Yeah, right.
Either way, I just think change the titles. It doesn't really matter. Miz and Morrison were just a gimmick old team anyway. And the Usos came back. I think you put the straps on them.
I put Usos just because they always win.
They always win.
They always win.
And I have Oos pinning Morrison. What?
Well, no. There's no pin. No, we have first to use the ladder as a weapon.
I want Oos.
I have Morrison.
I have Morrison. First to jump off a ladder.
Morrison.
Uso.
I went Oos.
Oh, we flipped that.
And then any outside interference?
Yes.
I say no.
I have
Who's
no
left?
because
no one's left.
Are the Oos is the other Oos gonna cheat? Miz is
Sure.
sick.
Sure. Yeah,
Sure.
no one gives a shit.
Right.
We don't have good guys and
It's
bad
2
guys.
points out of I think 5 million.
500
Okay,
points.
so next up we have the Raw Tag Team Championships, the Street Profits versus Angel Garza and Austin Theory.
No one even knows Austin Theory, yet he has a championship match at WrestleMania.
Hey, Andrew.
Yeah.
Bottom left.
Oh, hold on.
Jesus!
He might have meant bottom right as well.
Who are you?
Like, why not just why are the Viking Raiders not doing anything? I don't understand.
Anything.
Right.
Okay, who do you got?
I have the people that actually wrestle on the show, the Street Profits.
Joe, if you pick Angel Garza and Austin Theory and they win, you win the whole thing.
You win.
You could win the whole thing,
Thank you.
the whole scorecard.
I put something different than both of those answers.
Okay.
I put who gives a shit.
Oh,
So
right.
that's really
That's the answer.
kind of an automatic 5. I put
Yeah.
the Street Profits.
Can I put Theory and Garza
Sure.
to win the whole thing?
I mean, Vega, you never know
Sure.
with Vega.
But you grant me that,
No,
right?
no.
You grant me that?
No, because I think they could actually
You're
win.
supposed to sit. It's a fucking joke.
I know, but you would do it, and then you'll be holding
No,
it
I
to
would
us
not.
Sunday night.
No,
Yeah, you would
there's
be like,
no
I
chance.
have it on tape.
There's no chance.
I have it
Austin
on tape. I
Theory.
can do that.
I have the Street Profits. I have Ford pinning Garza.
I have Ford pinning Theory.
Same as Eric.
I put Garza because Kevin Owens pinned Garza. He didn't pin Theory. It's like they're trying to save Garza or Theory for some reason.
For what? He sucks.
Yeah,
All right.
but you can pin the guy that no one knows who it is.
I want to see what a flash in the pan looks like.
There it is. All right, IC title: Sami Zayn versus Daniel Bryan.
I got Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. The internet says Sami Zayn, and I didn't
Yeah.
know who to pick. And I'm thinking they just gave him the title. He's never had a title. I'm going to stick with Sammy. A lot of interference,
All
probably.
right, no balls. I have Daniel Bryan as well.
Wow.
I have Daniel with a submission, and the other question is how many people interfere. I have 3.
3, of
Basically.
course.
I've got submission and 3 people interfering.
I have
Right.
pin in 3.
Makes
Just
sense.
killing you guys right now. This is ridiculous.
Pin. When does Daniel win with a pin? You lunatic.
I have Sammy.
Oh, you have Sammy. Sammy is a submission now.
No, what does he
Yeah,
have?
the Sammy special.
I was like, what is he going to say?
Yeah, pick that, Joe.
I have the Sammy special for the win.
Sammy special comes with chips or fries.
Is that what your sliders are called? The Sammy special? That'd be awesome.
That's
Yeah. All right. Next up, we got the NXT Women's Championship: Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte.
I've got Rhea Ripley with a pin.
I've been saying Charlotte all along. Give her the NXT title. This whole match was made up for her, and I'm going to go with Rhea Ripley.
Oh, flip flopper.
Yep, I flipped it.
Flippity flop.
Well, like, why? Now I'm like, why give it to Charlotte? That doesn't make any sense. You're crushing and destroying Rhea Ripley when she might literally be the future of this business. So you can't ever lose this match.
I have Rhea Ripley as well.
No
I
one
have Rhea with a. Eric's taking a shit right now.
Oh, yeah?
That's what it sounds like.
We heard a flush earlier. Yeah, go ahead, Andrew.
I have Rhea with a pin and no outside interference.
I have Rhea with a pin, no outside. Same. Eric?
I have no outside interference.
Same,
Ripley
okay.
with a pin.
All right, that's another side.
All right. SmackDown Women's Championship. We got Bayley versus Sasha versus Lacey versus Naomi versus Tamina.
Yep.
Tamina?
I will let you pick. I will let you pick Tamina to win this.
Oh, really? Yeah.
On the betting on,
Just-
she's
really?
plus
'Cause I get-
3,000.
I wonder what she is actually.
Plus 3,000.
For real?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
put $5 on
I'm
it.
putting $100 on
Why
that.
not? You never. She could be the Zack Ryder of this year.
What do you have, Eric?
I have Naomi with a pin.
Oh god,
What?
that sucks.
God,
You know,
he's
he's
It
giving
does.
us this
He's
title.
being smart about this.
Is he?
Yeah, picking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have Sasha with a pin.
Sasha with a submission.
Who takes the fall?
I have Sasha taking the fall.
I have Bailey. She sees Bailey laid out and she goes for it to get the title.
I think Bailey has the win, and she throws Bailey out of the ring and then pins Tamina.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
And then any weapons used?
Yeah.
I have yes. You gotta do
Something.
something interesting in that match.
Right?
God, you're right. Yeah, I have yes.
If Lacey uses her hat, it counts.
Wait, any weapons used? I wrote yes, please, for the love of God.
Please. I asked, please.
Please. Then we got the Raw Women's Championship, Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler.
I've got Becky with a submission.
Wow.
Okay.
I think this is the biggest toss-up in this whole thing.
Yeah, it could go either way for
but
sure.
I'm going to go Shayna. I'm going to go, they put over Shayna. Let her lose here again, just like Ripley. It's like, what
does
are you
she
doing
win?
to the... I don't know.
How
I
does she
think
win, I
Rousey
mean?
might come out, but she wins with a submission.
Okay, I have Becky with a submission. I have Becky retaining just because, like, how do you drink beers with Stone Cold 2 weeks and then lose at WrestleMania 2 weeks later? And
Right,
Shayna's
exactly.
Shayna's looked horrible on TV on the main roster, so I don't know.
All right, I'm going to change it. Becky.
No, what? No,
What? We're not doing that anymore?
no, we're not doing that
okay.
anymore.
You talked me into it.
Yeah, I have Becky with a submission. Does Shayna bite?
I put yes to both biting.
I put yes, Shayna, no Becky.
Okay, so I have Shayna not biting, and then I put Becky does bite.
Interesting. So we have
Revenge
a little
bite.
shake up there.
And then she wins.
Revenge bite.
All right, WWE Championship, Brock Lesnar versus Drew McIntyre.
I've got Drew McIntyre with a pin.
Do they let Drew do this in an empty building? I'm going to say yes, but...
Yeah, I got McIntyre with a pin.
Yep.
Same for you.
Yep.
How many German suplexes? German specifically.
Oh, really?
I have 12.
That's what it says there.
Well, you wrote it.
I'm just letting you know.
I put 8.
I put 6.
Yeah, 6.
Price is Right rules. All right. All right. Does McIntyre kick out of an F5?
Yes.
I have yes.
No one's done it in a while.
I know.
But I put yes as well.
Right.
Does Brock kick out of a Claymore?
Yes.
I put yes. I'm covering one of those.
I put yes as well there.
Yeah.
And then finally, the Universal Championship. We have Goldberg versus... We have Goldberg versus...
Who are you?
What if these Braun rumors are wrong? They just feed him a jobber.
Right.
Like Zack Ryder.
To close
Right.
WrestleMania.
Close WrestleMania.
Woo, woo, spear, jackhammer, done. Good night. Credits. This shot rolling credits for the first time ever. Spear, jackhammer, pin. 1, 2, 3. Credits.
And then the last is like, special thanks to Zack Ryder for being jobbed.
Yeah. And then who
Yeah.
comes walking across the
I don't
street,
even-
comes dancing across
I
the
don't
street.
even think
Our
they could
truth.
use Zack Ryder. They'd have to get someone from 205 Live.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
so we could get him up for the jackhammer.
What is our truth saying?
It'll be Jack Gallagher. That's who it'll be.
R-Truth shows up dancing. You just bought this pay-per-view, and now we gotta say fuck you. Fuck you.
It's great.
Yeah. So I guess it's Goldberg versus Braun
We
Strowman.
put Braun. If you have another name that you think could beat him, please
Yeah.
write it in. I put Goldberg with a pin. Eric?
I put Braun with a pin.
I hope so.
I put Braun with a pin.
Really?
How does he?
Yeah.
Okay,
I think we talked each other into
no,
switching our answers.
No,
Isn't
no,
that funny?
I was gonna pick Braun. I had that since today. I was thinking about it, but like, how does he jackhammer him? Except the ways we discussed, where they hold him up with wires.
How?
Like, will they really do that?
They show him picking him up. Got 2 guys run in the ring, stabilize him. They run out. They only record him holding him for a second, and then he does his move. Why couldn't they do that?
How bitter.
Why couldn't they do that?
Knowing how bitter Vince is, he's like, and because Vince is still doing WrestleMania despite the coronavirus. He doesn't give a fuck about that. So Roman backing out, Vince. You know how Vince is. He's like, Roman, I thought you were my boy, but you fucked me.
Yeah.
So I'm giving it to Braun.
Right.
That's why I picked Braun.
Okay.
Like, Goldberg's going to start to pick him up, and then there's going to be like a camera change, and you're going to see clearly a stunt double.
Yeah, right.
And then the
It's
jackhammer,
like-
and then the camera change again.
Yeah.
No, all of a sudden Braun's like 4 feet tall.
Yeah.
He like power slams a little person.
Oh my god.
It's like Hornswoggle dressed as Braun. Oh my god!
Yeah.
What power!
What power?
Right.
All right. How many spears?
I have 3.
2.
I have 3. Does Goldberg hit a jackhammer?
Yes.
No.
I have no.
It's probably going to be a jobber. Yes.
I can't hope. You know what? I hope. That would be so funny.
Yeah.
Over under 3 minutes.
Did you put yes or no officially?
For what? A jackhammer? I said no jackhammer.
Okay. It's only
Over under 3 minutes. Yeah,
I've over.
Under.
I put under. And then any surprise appearances, gentlemen?
I have none.
I have Hogan.
Right. Eric's technically winning right now because he has 1 point.
True.
I put HBK.
All right.
You know,
Mr. WrestleMania.
Yeah.
but that we don't include panels. You know, so if you just in the panel, if Hogan or HBK are just doing panel, that doesn't really count. They got to like do something
When
on
the show starts.
On the show.
When the show starts.
Yeah.
Till when it ends, they just have to be on it, or they have to be in.
Well,
a
they
ring?
might do panel during WrestleMania.
No, we won't count that.
Yeah, we won't count that. Yeah.
They have to come out of the entrance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
All right.
And then how many announcer tables are broken?
Both nights.
I
Eric.
have none because
Yeah.
there's one table.
Well, we don't know if there's going to be an announcer team for Spanish and all that. We don't know. But I put 2, one each night.
That was my thinking. One a night. Does Gronk get physical?
Yes.
I put yes.
I put yes, and I think that's the only way Elias could win. But we all put Corbin winning, but he could always help Elias. And then what's the first match on Saturday? Pre-show doesn't count.
I hate these.
I've got Black versus Lashley.
Sure.
I got the IC title.
I have Elias Corbin.
And then what's the first match Sunday?
Owens and Rollins.
Raw tag.
I put Raw tag.
Oh,
it's
smart.
Probably not even on that night.
No.
And then finally, what's your lock of the century? Pick a winner for any match.
This was tough.
I think there's one. There's only one to choose here.
Me too. Which was it?
1, 2, 3.
No, well, it wasn't that.
Really?
but
You
I
don't
didn't
think it's a
that one.
lock?
No. I mean, yes,
Yeah.
but I put Alistair Black.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Eric?
put Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross.
Wow, that's your lock? Okay.
That'd probably be my second one, actually.
After Black, I'd put Edge, but
Yeah.
Alistair Black, the only
You put
reason...
who?
I put Alistair Black.
Eric picked Lashley for that match.
He did. He picked...
No, he didn't.
No,
he said
didn't.
he
No,
was
no,
thinking
no.
about it.
No, but
Because
the
once
only
you
reason
lose-
Alistair Black... The only reason they're having that match is just so Alistair Black could be at WrestleMania and get a win.
I'll give you
Because
that,
it's a
but
bullshit match.
I don't know.
It's
Yeah.
fucking Bobby Lashley.
We'll
I
see.
think we'll all... What did you say, Eric?
Listen, Cross.
I think we'll all get the lock.
Probably.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah,
All right.
that is
Either
it. That was
you
a
and
long...
Eric in a tiebreaker towards the end, or Joe runs away with it. Because I had different stuff from you
picked
guys.
Naomi. We all had a different woman for... Oh, no, we both picked Sasha.
Sasha, yeah.
I think it's different enough. It's 16 matches. How many points is this? It's got to be like over 200 points.
For sure it is.
Yeah, so
All right.
this will easily be the most fun part of the night. Me winning the title.
I think I have it.
You know,
I feel pretty good about my WrestleMania victory here.
My WrestleMania record is very good. I've only lost
not
one.
bad.
I'm like Seth. I've only lost once at WrestleMania.
True.
I can't wait to
confirm or
give my
deny that.
retaining speech.
Oh. And still?
No, you know what? You won WrestleMania last year.
There's no way.
You did.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I lost by a point. It was one of those.
And we did this at 4
I
a.m.?
fucking lost. Yeah. Right. It could be all wrong.
We don't know
No,
what
I
happened.
did it again later to confirm, but like because back then we had the special appearances, and there was a lot of celebrities and people on there.
Right.
And I put Jon Stewart. I lost because I selected Jon Stewart.
What an asshole.
What an asshole.
That's right. There's usually all those different names.
Yeah,
that
I was
pop-
like,
but
fuck
this
that
year,
stupid shit. Yeah.
But it's not bad if it was a normal WrestleMania because
Right.
there's always you could put Mick Foley, you could put Shawn Michaels, you could.
You know,
put
it's funny. I
Hogan
think
and-
Gronkowski was on there last year.
Oh,
Like
probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
John Oliver
been there
was
before.
too.
Right, because of the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, that is it.
That's our show, guys.
So make sure you subscribe to our podcast. Give us a 5-star review. Check out our website, what'swrongwithwrestling.com. Like the show on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram @WrongWrestling. Get a t-shirt, one of these, at prowrestlingtees.com/what'swrongwithwrestling. And sign up. If you're not signed up on patreon.com/what'swrongwithwrestling, do it. For the first time, you'll get a shout out on the show. And that's how you watch the WrestleMania recap. It's going to be a lot of fun. So,
all right, guys.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys after WrestleMania.
All righty.
Oh, my God.
Bye.
Later. Bye, Eric.
Bye.
And he's gone.
wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. And he's always right. Don't you dare have a different opinion. He sounds like Stone Cold Steve Austin. It kinda looks like Kevin Owens. Dean Ambrose is in his daydreams, and Charlotte is in his sex dream. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. Obnoxious, crazy, loud, egocentric, no doubt that's Joe. Self-proclaimed strongest and best-looking man in the world. Loves wrestling, but only part-time. Strong, big players, pretty sublime, yeah. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Every circle's loved, and he can't really hold in his piss. He made hashtag push Eric Gallo push him off a cliff. Doesn't think Stacy Keebler is that high, and we almost forgot Josh. He's just a troll. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling?